Thomas Edison worked on thousands of seemingly impossible projects, but he proved many inventions were possible. Turning on lights, starting cars, watching movies, listening to recorded music, all resulted from Edison's devotion to technological innovation. On September 4, 1882, in Lower Manhattan, New York City, Thomas Edison stood among 6 jumbo electricity generators of his own design at his Pearl Street power station. At 3:00 p.m., he turned them on. In the surrounding neighborhood, incandescent lights illuminated in 82 homes and businesses. Edison, born on February 11, 1847, grew up in Port Huron, Michigan. He was deemed a troublesome student at school, so his mother, a teacher who saw brilliance in the young boy, educated him at home, encouraging him to study a broad range of subjects. His mother was right. At age 15, Edison learned telegraphy and spent the next 5 years as a telegraph operator. As he worked with the machine, he saw ways to make it better. In 1869, he moved to Newark, New Jersey, and built a personal laboratory to pursue inventing full-time. A shrewd businessman, Edison made many improvements to the existing telegraph, patenting 150 of them and selling those inventions to the highest bidder. In 1876, Edison established the first ever industrial research laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey. Here, he assembled a team of brilliant scientists and inventors to help him innovate, many of whom were entrusted by Edison to be partners in and managers of his companies. Many of the devices that Edison gave the world had been created and built upon by others before him. But Edison's great gift was to perfect those devices and make them ready for use in everyday life. Indeed, the inventions that came out of his research facility changed the world and earned him the nickname the Wizard of Menlo Park. In 1877, he invented the phonograph, the first instrument capable of recording and reproducing sound. Hailed as a genius, Edison became a celebrity, even demonstrating the device to the President of the United States. The Wizard of Menlo Park's next act was to illuminate businesses and homes with electricity. Not only did he invent the first commercially viable incandescent bulb, one that was long-lasting, safe, and inexpensive, he established the first power company to bring electricity to homes and businesses. In 1891, he patented the kinetograph, a motion picture camera, and the kinetoscope, a precursor to the movie projector. Even late in life, Edison invented. In 1912, at the request of his friend Henry Ford, Edison designed a car battery for the self-starting version of the Model T car. On October 18, 1931, Edison died in New Jersey. At the time of his death, he held a record 1,093 U.S. patents, proving his belief that if we did all the things we are capable of, we would literally astound ourselves.